and everything. We're supposed to go hard for the Most High's holy day. Right? Read.
According as he promised to the people, to the priests, and to the Levites. Verse 8. And Hilkiah, Zacharias, and Silus, the governors of the temple, gave to the priests for the Passover 2,600 sheep and 300 cows, and Jeconias, and Samias, and Nathanael, his brother, and Asabias, and Achiel, and Joram, captains over thousands, gave to the Levites for the Passover 5,000 sheep and 700 cows.
So everybody was putting in. Not only was the king, the people too, they were putting in their donation. Everything they could do to glorify and esteem the Most High's Passover. Read.
The book of 1 Esdras, chapter 1 and verse 10. And when these things were done, the priests and the Levites, having the unleavened bread, stood in very comely order according to the kindreds. Right. Verse 11. And according to the several dignities of the fathers before the people, to offer to the Most High, as it is written in the book of Moses, and thus did they in the morning. Right. Verse 12. And they roasted the Passover with fire, and appurtenance as for the sacrifices, they served them in brass pots and pans with good savor.
So we roasted the Passover like the Most High said. Just like as written in Scripture, we roasted the Passover, we killed it the day before, we seasoned it, we had the grill master chef on, put that lamb to work, man, so it could be glorious to our people, man. Yahshua, right? Read.
Verse 13. And set them before all the people, and afterward they prepared for themselves and for the priests, the brethren, the sons of Aaron. For the priests offered the fat until night, and the Levites prepared for themselves, and the priests, the brethren, the sons of Aaron. Verse 15. The holy singers.
The holy what?
The holy singers. The holy singers.
Who else was there? The holy singers of the Most High God. Read.
The holy singers also, the sons of Asaph, were in their order according to the appointment of
So what were they doing at the Passover? They were singing praises unto the Most High. Right? Let's hold that open. We can Colossians 3:16. Because right now, at any time we could be in Babylon. We're supposed to be praising sounds to the Most High God. Just like it's written in Psalm 150. Just like when we left Egypt the first time, what was Aaron and Moses and Miriam singing? Praises of what happened when we saw in Egypt. We're supposed to be praising the Most High God on this holy day. Colossians 3:16. Read up.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 16. Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 16. Let the word of Hamashiach dwell in you, richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another.
Right? We admonishing one another, right? We esteeming each other in righteousness, right? Then you guys don't sound like you guys esteeming one another. Right. We esteeming each other, right? Right? Read.
Teaching and admonishing one another in psalms.
In what?
In psalms.
In what?
In psalms.
As soon as it's done, everybody gonna sing, right? I know that we all say like here, but everybody gonna sing, right? Read.
And hymns and spiritual songs.
And spiritual what?
And spiritual songs.
Because the Most High loves singing His children praising the songs. Read.
Singing with grace in your with grace
read.
In your hearts,
right?
To the Most High.
To the Most High God. Because we're not singing to Obama, we're not singing to Donald Trump, we're singing to the Most High God. Go back to when you looked at that.
The book of 1 Esdras, chapter 1 and verse 15. The holy singers also, the sons of Asaph, were in their order according to the appointment of David. To wit, Asaph, Zacharias, and Jeduthun, who was of the king's retinue. Moreover, the porters were at every gate. It was not lawful for any to go from his ordinary service. For the brethren, the Levites, prepared for them. Verse 17. Such were the things that belonged to the sacrifices of the Most High accomplished in that day, that they might hold the Passover. Verse 18. And offer sacrifices upon the altar of the Most High, according to the commandment of King Josiah.
And we know we don't offer sheep, bullocks, and rams no more, right? We sacrifice ourselves. Our time, our diligence, our love, our dedication to the Heavenly Father. So when people see sacrifices, don't be dismayed. You showing the Most High your sacrifices right now. Read.
Verse 19. So the children of Israel, which were present, held the Passover at that time,
Right.
and the feast of sweet bread.
And we about to finish there, right? The piece of sweet bread, right? Read.
And the feast of sweet bread 7 days.
Right.
And such a Passover was not kept.
Was not what?
Was not kept.
Was not what?
Was not kept.
And every year you should be thinking to yourself, how are we going to top this Passover right here? How are we going to surpass Josiah's? And our forefathers, how they kept this Passover. Read.
And such a Passover was not kept in Israel since the time of the prophet Samuel.
Right, read.
Verse 21. Yet all the kings of Israel held not such a Passover as Josiah's.
And even King David didn't top his Passover, or Solomon. So he really set the standard for the Most High God because of his love for the Heavenly Father. We should all be trying to exceed our righteousness like this, man. We're going to be entering the kingdom soon. We're going to be keeping the Passover. So we got to try our best to elevate it every year. Each year, every year. If you didn't get a garment this year, try to get a garment next year. If you weren't able to eat that lemon bread every day, try to elevate yourself, man.
And the priests and the Levites and the Jews held with all Israel that were found dwelling at Jerusalem. Verse 22. In the 18th year of the reign of Josiah was this Passover kept. And the works of Josiah were upright before his power, with an heart full of that of righteousness. Verse 24, last verse. As for the things that came to pass in his time, they were written in former times concerning those that sinned and did wickedly against the Most High above all people and kingdoms, and how they grieved him exceedingly, so that the words of the Most High was up against Israel.
All right, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All right, get a Most High hand, man. And this was a great Passover, Josiah. I mean, it's one of the best that was kept, he said, since Samuel. So we're going to pick it up again with in Numbers.
Numbers chapter 9.
Shalom, shalom. So shalom to the house of Israel, man. Here we are again. Alright? Like I said last time, this is a very special day for us. This is a very special night. We have to take these days very serious. When we're in the world, you know, when we celebrated Christmas and Thanksgiving and all those things, you know, we came sharp to the event. Man. We made sure we showed up on time. Last time, when the Passover, when we opened up, you know, I'm not gonna call no names, but I see a lot of brothers walking late, man. I understand we got kids and we have jobs and we are in captivity, man, but we have to be at the Passover on time. At all the high holy days, we have to be there on time. These things are very serious. We know we don't worship the Most High with our mouth, with our lips. We do it through our works. Right? What is more important, a Passover or Christmas? Some brothers missed eating the lamb because they were late. You can't come into the Passover or the Feast of Unleavened Bread. You come stepping fresh, but you missing the whole event. You show up for the last 15 minutes, man. Alright? Let's open up with the book of Numbers, chapter 9, verse 9. We're going to go into what happens if you miss the Passover. What happens if you miss eating that lamb? Alright? Read on.
The book of Numbers, chapter 9 and verse 9. Numbers, chapter 9 and verse 9. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If any man of you or of your posterity shall be unclean.
So if any man of you or your posterity, meaning your children, if any of you guys are unclean, read on.
By reason of a dead body,
By reason of a dead body, read on.
or be in a journey far off,
Or if you're too far where you can't make it, right? Maybe you were too far off and you came the last 5 minutes of Passover. I'll give you that. Read on.
yet he shall keep the Passover unto the Most High.
So you still going to keep the Passover. You still gotta keep it, man. You didn't get away scot-free. You gotta keep these Passovers. You gotta keep these laws, man. Read on.
The 14th day of the second month at even they shall keep it.
So the 14th day of the second month, right? The 14th day, you still gotta keep it. Read on.
And eat it with unleavened bread.
You still gotta do it the way we did. Right? Read on.
And bitter herbs.
And bitter herbs. Read on.
Verse 12. They shall leave none of it unto the morning, nor break any bone of it, according to all the ordinances of the Passover.
All the ordinances of the Passover. Read on.
They shall keep it.
Y'all shall keep it. So the brothers and the sisters that came in late, they didn't eat that lamb. That 14th day of the next month, you still gotta eat that lamb, man. This is a very important high holy day. Do we understand that? Right? Because when Christmas came, y'all was there on time. When Thanksgiving Day came, y'all was there on time. We are here to serve the Most High. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Right? Read on.
The book of Numbers, chapter 9 and verse 13. But the man that is clean and is not in a journey and for breath to keep the Passover.
So if you don't keep the Passover and you're clean and you're not afar off, read on.
Even the same soul shall be cut off from among his people.
Now that's a tough judgment. I know no one here wants to be cut off from the house of Israel, man. When we read about what's going to happen to us and what's going to take place, we don't want to miss out on those things, man. Right? Read on.
Because he brought not the offering of the Most High in his appointed season, that man shall bear his sin.
So like I said last time, we understand the Father that we serve. We understand the God that we serve. Our Father don't play around with these things, man. He tells us to do something and we got to do it. Right? Let's get the book of Ezra. Chapter 6, verse 16.
The book of Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 16. Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 16. And the children of Israel, the priests and the Levites, and the rest of the children of the captivity, kept the dedication.
Read that again. Read that.
The book of Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 16.
And
the children of Israel.
The children of who?
The children of Israel.
The children of Israel. Everybody in here is Israel, right? All right, read on.
The priests and the Levites and the rest of the children of the captivity.
Of the captivity. We know that we're still in captivity. We understand that we're still in bondage. When we got out of those slave ships, we never went home since then, man. We are still stuck here in our captivity. I don't care how much money you got. You could be playing in the NBA, the NFL. We are still in our bondage, man. This is not our rest. Thus saith the Most High. Right? Read on.
Kept the dedication of this house of the Most High with joy.
With what?
With joy.
With the joy. Not sadness. Not sadness of heart, with joy. Right? We understand everybody, you rush to get off work, you have other things to do. But when we get here, we got to put those things to the side, and we got to worship with joy, man. Right? We got to be happy to be here, even though we're tired. Right? Read on.
Verse 17. And offered at the dedication of this house of the Most High 100 bullocks, 200 rams, 400 lambs, and for a sin offering for all Israel.
For all who?
For all Israel, 12 he-goats, according to the number of the tribes of Israel.
According to the number of the tribes of Israel. Right? Everybody in Israel got to keep these commandments, man. We got to keep these high holy days. I cannot stress that enough, man. These days are very important. You got to be here, man. Right? Read on.
Verse 18. And they set the priests in their divisions, and the Levites in their courses, for the service of the Most High.
For the what?
For the service of the Most High.
For the service of the Most High. We do this for the service of the Most High, man. Right? Shout out to all the sisters and the brothers that labor together to put this thing together, man. Because there's a lot, like I said last time, there's a lot of hard work that goes behind these events. The Magic Fairy just doesn't come and set these tables up. They don't come and just cook the food. But we gotta work as a nation to do these things. Right? We can't let one person, you see one person struggling with the table, we gotta help them out. We gotta help bring the food. Even if you know they need somebody to pick up the children when they get up, you need to do that, man. We are a nation, we are a family, right? Right, read on.
Which is at Jerusalem, as it is written in the book of Moses, verse 19.
Right.
And the children of the captivity.
The children of the what?
The children of the captivity.
There goes again, the children of the captivity. We are those same people. Read on.
Kept the Passover.
Kept the Passover. Read on.
Upon the 14th day of the first month.
The 14th day of the first month. That's what we doing. That's what we are doing. Right? Verse 20.
Verse 20. For the priests and the Levites were purified together.
They were purified together. Read on.
All of them were pure and kept the Passover for all the children of the captivity.
For the same people, the children of the captivity, there it goes again. There's a reason why it keeps repeating the children of the captivity. Right? Those fake Jews that are in Israel, we know that they are not the children of captivity, man. We know that they are not going through the same things we are going through here in the States. All over the earth. Right? The hurt, the struggles, the distress, man. This is why we got to do these things. This is why we went into slavery in the first place, because we started keeping the commandments of the heathen, man. We got to break away from the filthiness of this world. Right? We got to let those things go. Read on.
And for the brethren, the priests, and for themselves.
And for themselves. Right? So this is important, man. This is important. Like I said last time, if you have family members or if you have friends, man, and they say they are Israelite, you got to make sure they are trying to the best of their ability to keep these commandments. The 14th day of the next month, you guys got to keep that Passover, man. You ask them, do they really love the Most High? Right? Give me the book of Isaiah chapter 1 verse 9.
The book of Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 9. Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 9.
Oh, let me get it 1 second. Read it.
The book of Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 9. Except the Most High of hosts had left us a very small remnant.
Right? A small remnant, man. Right? Except he left that small remnant. Read on.
We should have been as Sodom. And we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
So everybody knows what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. We are that small remnant. We are the children. You know, we might not seem big in numbers, right? But we have Israelites all over this globe preaching this word, man. Keeping the Passover. So we can't get discouraged when you see 2 or 3 brothers on the street. There's more of us, man. Trust me. Read on.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 10.
Hear
the word of the Most High, ye rulers of Sodom. Give ear unto the law of our power.
Right, read on.
People of Gomorrah.
So it's talking to the people that run Sodom. The kings, right? The one that makes the rules of this land, right? Read on.
Verse 11. To what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto me?
Right, read on.
Saith the Most High. I am full of your burnt offerings.
Right, so they claim they worship the Most High, right? Read on.
Of rams and the fat of fat beasts. And I delight not in the blood of bullocks,
right,
or of lambs, or of he-goats.
Right, so let's go into that sacrifice, man. Right? We know that we don't sacrifice these things anymore. We know that we sacrifice ourselves. We sacrifice our time. Right? Read on.
When you come to appear before me, who has required this at your hand? To tread my courts.
Right? Read on.
Bring no more vain oblations.
Right, so don't do these things, man. These vain things, these vain customs. You know, they claim they worshiping the Most High on Easter. You know, they're giving their time just like us. They sacrificing their time just like us. But they doing it for the wrong occasion, right?
Right.
Read on.
Bring no more vain oblations. Incense is an abomination unto me.
Right, read on.
The new moons and Sabbaths, the calling of assemblies, I cannot away with.
So your vain oblations we have to get rid of, but we still have to keep the new moons and the Sabbaths. Right? We can't keep the holidays of this world. We have to make sure we're doing the new moon and the Sabbath correctly, to the best of our abilities. Because we can't do away with those things, man. Even though we violated those laws, man, we got to come back to the commandments of God again. These things are very important, right? Read on.
It is iniquity, even the solemn meeting.
Right, so even the solemn meeting. Right, read on.
Verse 14. Your new moons and your appointed feasts, my soul hateth.
So why did he hate them, man? Because we were doing other things. We weren't keeping the Sabbaths and the new moons. We were too busy keeping those Christmas days, those other holidays, man. Right? Read on.
They are a trouble unto me.
Uh-huh.
I am worried to bear them.
Right. Read on. That's it. Fine. So hallelujah, man. Y'all got to make sure y'all keeping these commandments, man, and follow the Passover and unleavened bread. Make sure we are at these high holy days on time, man. Right? Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Shalom to the house of Israel. Are you happy? No. Are you happy? No. Maybe you have some, you are preparing right now, December 25th. Are you happy? Because today is a new day. We have to understand that we are the Most High's people. That's right. We have to behave like such, as such, because if we are the children of the Most High, there are ways we have to behave. The old man is dead. Now it is not time for niggerdom. Now isn't the time for niggerdom. Now is the time for true Israelism. Right. We are the Israelites. We are the real Jews that the Bible speaks of. That's right. Deuteronomy 16, verse 16.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 16, verse 16.
Read.
3 times in a year.
The Most High, who is a so-called black man, says that we have 3 times in a year. Read.
Shall all thy males,
Who?
all thy males,
in this country, there is only one bird or that nobody cares about. And that bird is the so-called black man, the so-called Hispanic man, the so-called Native American, and the so-called Seminole Indian. We have a target on our back. Read.
appear before the Most High thy power.
So the Most High says that as his men, we have to appear before him 3 times in a year. Read.
In the place which he shall choose.
Read.
In the feast of unleavened bread.
The feast of unleavened bread started last week, and today we are at the closing of that feast. Read.
And in the feast of weeks.
The feast of weeks, which is the feast of Pentecost. Read.
And in the feast of tabernacles.
And the feast of tabernacles, where we dwell in booth. Read.
And they shall not appear before the Most High.
What does he say?
They shall not appear before the Most High.
And on that day we are not to appear before him. Read.
Empty.
Empty-handed. So we just had the tax season just ended last April. Now, did you give something to the school?
God.
That's right. Because you have to understand that we are here to keep the laws of the Most High. We have a school. Guess what? Many Israelite schools have no place to worship. Thanks to the Most High, we have one. And there we can stay from sun up to sundown. We can stay there whenever we want to. Read.
Verse 17.
Read.
Every man shall give as he is able.
So during that day, during that feast, we have to give as we are able to. Read.
According to the blessing of the Most High thy power.
No, go ahead, take your land. Go ahead, lend money that you cannot pay back.
According to the blessing of the Most High thy power.
So you have to give according to what you can afford. Read.
Which he hath given thee.
According to what he has given us. It is a blessing that we are here today. Read. Now go to Mark 4 verse 1. Because in the churches, they say that the laws of the Most High are done away with. Do you believe that? Read. Baruch 4, verse 1.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Read.
This is the book of the commandments of the Most High.
This Bible is a book of laws, statutes, and commandments. Read.
And the law that endureth forever.
These laws, they are there forever. Read.
All they that keep it.
What?
All they that keep it.
Christmas.
All they that keep it.
When we celebrate Christmas, we go away from God's laws. Read.
Shall come to life.
When we keep these laws, we will have life. Read.
But such as leave it.
Keeping Valentine's Day.
But such as leave it.
Having a Santa Claus image in your house.
But such as leave it.
Having the picture of a white boy against the Caesar Borgia in your house.
But such as leave it.
Read.
Shall die.
So when you stay away from God's laws, that's why death is taking onto you. That's why popping tickets is piling up in your house. Because we refuse to keep his laws. And because we refuse to keep his laws, now we are dying in America. Read.
Turn thee, O Jacob.
The Most High says that we have to return to him. How do we return to him? By keeping his laws. Read.
And take hold of it.
Read.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof.
No, do whatever you want to do.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof.
Do as you want.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof.
Read.
That thou mayest be illuminated.
What?
That thou mayest be illuminated.
So, if there is a weak Illuminati, we are the weak Illuminati. Because we are the laws of the Most High. Read.
Verse 3. Give not thine honor to another.
What?
Give not thine honor to another.
So, we have honor in the eyes of the Most High. That's why we have to do according to what he says. Read.
Nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange
To
nation.
what?
To a strange nation.
To a strange nation. So when you are involved in interracial relationship, you are out of order.
That's right.
Read.
O Israel.
Who?
O Israel.
Read.
Happy are we
Happy are we. Read.
for things that are pleasing to Most High
For things which are pleasant to the Most High. Read.
are made known unto us.
Are made known unto us. Because we are his people. Read.
Be of good cheer.
What?
Be of good cheer.
So the Most High says that we have to be happy. Read.
My people,
Read.
the memorial of Israel.
Who?
The memorial of Israel.
Read.
Ye were sold to the nations,
So we arrived here in the USA, Jamaica, Haiti. Read.
not for your destruction.
What?
Not for your destruction.
So the Most High didn't send us into slavery to destroy us. Read.
But because ye moved the Most High to wrath.
So slavery, police brutality are punishments for staying away from God, for not keeping God's laws. So we are bearing the punishments for our iniquities. Read.
Ye were delivered unto the enemies.
What?
Ye were delivered unto the enemies.
Some white people,
Ye were delivered unto the
the
enemies.
Chinese.
Ye were delivered unto the enemies.
Read.
For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils.
What?
For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils.
Keeping Christmas.
For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils.
Having Easter bunny.
For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils.
Celebrating Valentine's Day.
For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils.
So when we are keeping the feasts of the heathen, we are sacrificing unto devils. Read.
And not to the Most
And
High.
that what?
And not to the Most High.
Read.
Ye have forgotten.
What?
You have forgotten
Read.
the everlasting power that brought you up.
Mhm.
And ye have grieved Jerusalem that
So-
nursed you.
So when we are not keeping the laws of the Most High, we are doing this to our detriment. Read. Daniel chapter 9. Now, Daniel was a wise man. Let's see what Daniel says in Daniel chapter 9. Daniel chapter 9, verse 9. Because today is a new day. If we say that we are Israelites, we have to behave like Israelites. We have to have fringes in our garments. As men of the Most High, we have to have a beard on. Even though they call us bearded lizards, we have to have a beard on. Have our warlike apparel. Even though they call us Power Rangers. Read.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 9 and verse 9.
Read.
To the Most High, our power,
Read.
belong mercy.
Belong what?
Belong mercy
Read.
and forgiveness,
And forgiveness. Read.
though we have rebelled against him.
So even though we stray away from his laws, read.
Neither have we obeyed the voice of the Most High, our power,
Read.
to walk in his laws, which he set before us by his servants, the prophets.
Read.
Yea, all Israel,
Only the priests only.
all Israel,
Only the singers.
all Israel,
The Bible says all Israel. We have all sinned against him. We have all stayed away from his laws. We stayed away from his laws. We are staying away from his laws. That's why he's punishing us. Read.
have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon
What
us.
is slavery?
Therefore the curse is poured upon
What
us.
is brutality?
The curse is poured upon us.
Sickle cell disease?
The curse is poured upon us.
Mass incarceration?
The curse is poured upon us.
Read.
In the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, because we have sinned against him.
Because we have sinned against him. Against him. Hold that very quick. 1 John 3 verse 4. Let's see what sin is. Because today is a new day. Even though the shrimp is good, even though the French say escargot snail is good, they say je suis la France. Do not eat snails. Even though the French they eat snails. Read.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4.
Read.
Whosoever committeth sin
Read.
transgresseth also the law.
Read.
For sin
For sin, read.
is the transgression of the law.
Eating pork.
For sin is the transgression of the law.
Eating shrimp.
For sin is the transgression of the law.
Eating lobster.
For sin is the transgression of the law.
So we are in the conditions that we are in because we refuse to keep his laws. Stay away from the abominations such as shrimp, crabs, and lobster. Read. Go back to where you were.
This is the book of Daniel chapter 9 and verse 12.
Read.
And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us, and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil.
By bringing upon us a great evil, read.
For under the whole heaven
For under the whole heaven, read.
hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem.
Take 1 minute to think. That's right. What we have been going through. Are the Chinese folks going through that? What about these East Indians, Patel? What about Bernstein? We are the only ones that have been going through these situations. Read.
Verse 13. As it is written in the law of Moses, all this evil is come upon us. Yet made we not our prayer before the Most High our power, that we might turn from our iniquities.
See, we have to turn away from our sins. We have to come back to his laws. Having fringes in our garments. That's right. Brothers, having your beard. Sisters, wear long skirts. Cover yourself. Because we are the jewels of the Most High. Read.
And understand thy truth.
What?
And understand thy truth.
Now what is the truth? Very quick. Psalm 119 verse 142. And understand thy truth. The truth of the Most High. What is the truth? Let's see what the truth is according to the Bible. Psalm 119 verse 142.
This is the book of Psalms chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
Read.
In thy law, in thy law,
Eat pork.
in thy law, in thy law, in thy law
In thy law. Read.
is the truth.
Is the truth. We have to keep God's laws. Go back to where you were. Shalom. May the Most High bless us and only us. That's right. That's right.
Hallelujah. Get the Most High hand. Come on. We gotta remember, man, we are the only nation on this earth that went into captivity by the way of slave ships. Okay? That proves that we are the Hebrews. Hebrews were being sold into captivity, not Africans. Okay, we got to remember that. All right? So we're going to pick it up. Give me Romans 12, verse 1. In the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 1. We went over a series of scriptures. And a lot of it is saying a lot of things that we have to be here for the first day, the last day. We have to take, we have to participate in everything we have to do this service. Right? It's not just one person that's going to sit up here, kill a lamb, cook the lamb, bring it here so you can eat it. This day, the first day that we have was the Passover. Okay? This is not the day to come and fill your belly at the Passover. Okay, if you come in here for a dinner, potluck, whatever you do on your job, this is not the place. The Passover was here to come. It said you're supposed to eat it with haste, with your staff in your hand. We were ready to leave out of Egypt. We ate that lamb, we had the bread, the bitter herb, and we was getting out of there because we were free. We were a free people. We have to remember that the Most High at any time can come deliver us out of here. Con? You don't want to not eat the lamb and then the Most High come next week, say he's coming to deliver us, and you didn't eat the lamb, you might be left behind. Why? Because you were late, because you were caught up doing something else. Right? Or you were getting a special garment made so you could walk in here like a space cadet. Right? Or you could walk in here like you coming from the fifth dimension. That is not the will of Yah. The will of Yah that we come in with our long garments, we ready. Have our fringes on, our staff in our hand, eating that lamb, enjoying that unleavened bread, and drinking that wine. Because Christ came and died on that cross for the nation of Israel. Con? Give me Romans 12, verse 1.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, and verse 1.
Read.
I beseech you, therefore, brethren,
Okay.
by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice.
Right, your body is the living sacrifice. Being here, you could be any place else. Eating fried chicken, macaroni and cheese. You know, you could be watching the playoffs. I'm sure the playoffs is on tonight. You know, I'm sure some game is on because this is what Esau does. He want to keep us distracted, right? He want to keep us distracted. That's why every year when you look at January to April, what's going on, right? Basketball. April comes, spring training, baseball. Then August comes the summer, football, right? Then basketball again, October, November, right? And then soccer comes. So it keeps us distracted, these sports. They keep us not doing this living sacrifice. Read.
Holy, acceptable unto the Most High.
Right, holy, separate, as Bayatha says. Right. Separate, right? Holy and what?
Holy, acceptable unto the Most High.
No, onto your mother.
Unto the Most High.
Onto your father.
Unto the Most High.
Onto your uncle.
Unto the Most High.
It's onto the Most High. That's acceptable. Onto the Most High. Read.
Which is your reasonable service.
Which your reasonable who?
Your reasonable service.
Right, we are doing the service. This is our reasonable service that you would be here, keeping the Lord's Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Con? Read.
And be not conformed to this world.
Okay.
But be ye transformed
right.
by the renewing of your mind.
We got to renew our mind, Israel. Our mind is messed up. Yeah. Our mind is messed up. We're screwed, man. Honestly speaking. Our mind, our way of thinking. Read.
That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable,
right,
and perfect,
okay,
will of the Most High.
What is good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High? What is that? What is that? Anybody can answer.
The law.
The who?
The law.
The what?
The law.
Say it loud, say it proud.
The law.
That's right. Come on now, you sure? You know, you don't give an answer like, oh, the law. You gotta say it loud, say it proud. You know what I mean? If you really truly mean it, if you know that's the answer, right? Give me 1 Corinthians 5. 1 Corinthians.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 6.
Right, read that.
1 Corinthians 5 and 6. Mm-hmm. Your glorying is not good.
Right.
Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump?
Right. Don't you know that's a little leaven just mess up the whole lump? Right? It only takes one person to do something silly. Right? Inside the school, in the congregation. Let you know everybody's looking at him like, who's this guy? Who is this guy? Right? Where did he come from? Remember, when you drive in your car, right, and you get a bubble in your tire, do your car ride straight? No. That wheel bubbling up and down, your steering wheel's going back and forth, you're going crazy. Oh my God, I gotta change this tire. That one lump can throw everything off course. Read.
Verse 7. Purge out therefore the old leaven.
Purge out therefore the old leaven. Read.
That ye may be a new lump.
Right, we know what it is. We got to get the sin out. That's what the Most High said. Get the sin out of your body. Get the sin out amongst the congregation. Right? Read on.
As ye are unleavened.
Okay.
For even Hamashiach,
right.
Passover,
okay,
is sacrificed for us.
No, for everybody.
Sacrificed for us.
No, for the whole world.
Sacrificed for us.
For the Chinese.
Sacrificed for us.
For us, U.S. That means us, the children of Israel, not everybody. Read.
Therefore, let us keep the feast, not with old leaven,
right?
Neither with the leaven of malice.
Right. Any of you got any malice against one another or any issues? This thing is supposed to be put outside the door before the Passover even comes. You got an issue with another brother, you need to check that before the Passover comes, before the Feast of Unleavened Bread, before the 7th day. That got to be checked at the door. The scriptures tell us you got to admonish that brother or sister. Read.
And wickedness.
And what?
And wickedness.
And wickedness. Read on.
But with the unleavened bread of sincerity.
The unleavened bread of what?
Of sincerity.
Right. You're going to be sincere in this work, in this walk. Sincere. Read.
And truth.
And who?
And truth.
Right. And truth. We gotta. This is how we have to keep the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread with sincerity and in truth. And we read what the truth was, right? God. Psalms 119, verse 142. Thy righteousness is the everlasting righteousness, but thy law is the truth. That's how we gotta keep this thing in sincerity. Next verse. Call it.
Going to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 15.
Okay, read.
1 Corinthians 6 and 15. Know ye not that
right.
your bodies are the members of a Mashiach?
Right, don't you know that your bodies are the member of a Mashiach Yahushua? I hope y'all know that. God? Your bodies are the member of a Mashiach Yahushua. Read.
Shall I then take the members of a Mashiach,
right,
and make them the members of an harlot?
You gotta think about that for a minute. I'm gonna go to the men on this one, right? I know a lot of times y'all get, y'all see the eye candy out there, and the next thing you know, you were ready to jump and run. You gonna take your body with the Mashiach Yahushua is in you, and you gonna go get with a harlot? Huh? Why wouldn't you go pick somebody that want to keep the law and statute commandments and be a wife to you? Or why would you want to deal with another doctrine? This is the truth right here. This is the home of the truth right here where we're sitting at. Why would you want to go any place else and deal with any other doctrine? Read on.
Yahweh forbid.
Right?
Verse 16.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Give me 1 Corinthians 3 and 23. Your body, we are part of the Mashiach. Right? Read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 23.
Okay.
And ye are Hamashiachs.
Right?
And a Mashiach is Yahweh.
Right. He said, ye are Mashiachim. We belong to the Mashiach. Right? And we all belong to the Most High, Yahweh. We got to remember that. So when you go on and make your next move, and right, as we read Colossians 3 and 17, in word or deed, we got to remember that we doing all by Hashem HaMashiach Yahushua. That we can't be doing things, by somebody else. Let's just say it like that. You can't go to the store and buy a pack of cigarettes for somebody by Hashem HaMashiach Yahushua. If you know somebody got a drinking problem, you're not going to go to his house with a bottle of liquor and say, hey, happy birthday. Yeah. You know he's got a drinking problem, why would you do that? Right? So we got to remember that we are Mashiachim. Go back.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 16.
Right?
What? Know ye not that he which is joined to an harlot
Right.
is a one body?
Right?
For two, said he, shall be one flesh?
Right. Didn't Mashiach tell us that when a man leaves his father, right, and mother, and a woman leave her father and mother, and they get together, they become one flesh? Right? How can you then go and join yourself with a harlot? Huh? Anybody answer that? How can you go and do that? Read that again.
Verse 16. What? Know ye not that he which is joined to an harlot is a one body?
Right. You join to the harlot, you one body. See, the Bible, I want to say one thing. The Bible speaks in a masculine term. You see, it says he. But it's talking to you women too. You don't have to be joined to a harlot, but you can be joined to a whoremonger. You pick that dude out. He was tall, dark, bald head. He was shining. He had long eyelashes. So you want to get with him. Right, you knew he was a whoremonger, but you still got with him. You join on to him, you one flesh with that joker. Now you're trying to get rid of him. Right? Tall, dark, and handsome. We know the Bible speaks in a masculine term, but it's talking to you women also. Read it again.
Verse 16.
Read.
What? Know ye not that he which is joined to an harlot is a one body?
Right?
For two, said he, shall be one flesh?
Read.
But he that is joined unto the Most High is a one spirit.
Right, you join unto the Most High, you one spirit. When somebody look at you and say, man, you must be moving in the spirit. That's right, the spirit is on you. Because why? Because you're willing to keep the law, the statute, commandments. You're glad that you're here. How many people glad they're here? Say come. Say what? Come. Right, you glad to be here. How many people really, not really glad to be here? Maybe somebody forced you to be here? That can happen. You say, listen, you live in my house, you need to come. So you go into this feast of unleavened bread. They lip all poked out. That's not the will of Yah. We should be joyful, man. We should be trying. This should be the last Passover, come? I know the priest been telling me that for I don't know how many years. This is the last Passover. Shalimar is my witness. This is it. We getting out of here. This is the last one. We don't have to do this no more. That's it. That's what we got to do. Keep hope alive. That's very important. Read. What you got? What's the next one? Read on.
This is
Read on to 20. Right.
Come. Verse 18.
Right.
Flee fornication.
Do what?
Flee fornication.
What the Bible say? Flee fornication. Did I say walk away from fornication? Skip away? When you flee, what does that mean? You run. You're getting out of here. Right now, if you drop a snake on the floor, these women be out of here. Some of these men be out of here too. Right. That's fleeing. Like you flee from a serpent. That's what scriptures say. Read.
Every sin that a man doeth is without the body.
Okay.
But he that committeth fornication
Right.
sinneth against his own body.
Right. You commit fornication, an unlawful sexual act, you sin against your own body. And the scriptures say you love death. We got to stop loving death. We got to stop making a covenant with Satan. We got to cut it out. Read on.
Verse 19. What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit?
Right. Don't you know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit? Read on.
Which is in you, which ye have of the Most High, and ye are not your own?
Yeah, not your what?
Ye are not your own?
Right. That temple, your body, doesn't belong to you. The Mashiach lends you that temple. He lends you that body, and what are you doing with it? Hey, it's my body. I can do what I want to do. Right? Some of our people put tattoos all over their place, their body. Some people put piercings all over their body. Hey, it's my body. I do what I want. I like to see the look on his face when he leaves this earth, and you have to stand before our power that's in heaven. He's going to have to answer for that. Read on.
For ye are brought with a price.
Right. You got to stop the sinning, because every time you sin, it's like you put Hamashiach Yahawashi back on that cross again. A second time. Ye are bought with a price. Read.
Therefore, glorify the Most High
Right.
in your body
Okay.
and in your spirit, which are Yahweh's.
Right. Your body and your spirit belong to the Most High. Check that out. We got to remember that. When you come to keep the Passover, you need to be here on time to eat of the Passover, eat of the lamb, eat of the unleavened bread, eat of the bitter herb, drinking of the wine. That's the service. You can't roll in here after the service is over and you skipping in here like it's a party. Right. When you think about it, when you're in the world, nobody comes into a birthday party. If the party starts at 11 o'clock, nobody comes at 11. Everybody come in at 2 or 3, because they got the new shoes on. They got the new blouse on. Oh yeah, got a name brand, some name brand. I can't name these name brands. I ain't gonna lie to you. I say Tommy Hilfiger, y'all start laughing at me. When you come in with the new name brand, you gotta come in 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I'm gonna blow up the spot. I got on my Get 'em Girl skirt. Right. Yeah. This is not that type of thing right here. What the Most High is doing. You come here on time. You come eat the Lord's Passover. You eat the unleavened bread. You eat the lamb. You eat the bitter herb, and you drink it of the wine. This is the process. This is the service of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. God? Yeah. And if you call yourself an Israelite, right, and you doing it, then you're on the right track. But if you're not, boy, you better wake up. Better wake up and smell a coffee, because the pot is burning. It's about to be on. Judgment is coming. Judgment will come to you, not keeping the Lord's Passover. God?
God.
Go to the next verse.
We will go to the book of Mark, chapter 14, verse 22.
All right. Hold that real quick. Hold that, Mark, before you go there. Before you go to Mark. I'm going to ask Malachi and Karash service. Please go around and drop the matzo 2 per table. And pour Malachi. It's in the blue cooler. Get the grape juice so you can pour for the children. But we're going to start out with, give me Titus 2. Real quick. Give me Titus 2 and verse 2. Book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 2.